You remember that movie Taken with Liam Neeson kicking some ass to save his daughter from a human trafficking ring? That movie freaked me out and is forever burned into my brain. In this video, I'm going to share with you the top things that I took away from this movie to make traveling safer. So getting kidnapped for human trafficking is not always at the forefront of our brain when we start thinking about travel. Sure, some safety things like, am I going to get pickpocketed? Am I going to get scammed? Am I going to get lost and not how to get around? Will be at the forefront of your mind sometimes, but the more serious things usually get pushed aside by the excitement of our trip. The unfortunate thing for about 99% of the population is we do not have a family member who has a particular set of skills they have learned over a very long career, skills that make them a nightmare for people like those, and who will also be able to find us. So for the regular people like us, we need to be aware of what we're doing and who we're talking to while we're away. First, I like to think that these types of people are not going to be going after an older, unfit type of woman. So I like to keep a little layer of fluff on my body at all times, just for this precaution. But in all seriousness, these are my top 5 things that I learned from the movie Taken that will help us be more aware while we're traveling. The first one is don't share rides with strangers. Have enough money with you so that you are able to cover your expenses while away. This means taking taxis, or if you don't have enough money for the taxis, taking a bus. You also want to be aware of taking carpool Ubers. Now, this is when you have an Uber and it's just a shared Uber with other people being picked up along the way. If you are taking those types of Ubers because they are cheaper, don't get it to go to your place of where you're staying. You can take it to any monuments and that type of stuff, but don't take it to where you're staying. Take a private one so that you get there safely and no one knows that you're staying there. Number 2 is be aware of your drink and your drinking. You don't have to be drinking alcoholic beverages for something to be slipped into your drink. This can happen in a split second without you even realizing it. You want to be carrying around your drink in your hand so that you always have a visual on it. Even putting it down on a table that you're sitting at, if you turn away, that could easily be slipped something into your drink without you even knowing. Now, if you are drinking alcoholic beverages, be aware of how much you're drinking. Keep it to a minimum and make sure that you always have someone there. If you are drinking a little bit more, that can take care of everyone. So if you're traveling solo, be very cautious of your drinking habits. Number 3 is don't tell people where you're staying. Simple as that. No one needs to know where you're staying or who's staying with you or anything like that. If someone is asking where you are staying, feel free to give them a different place that you're staying. They don't know, and so you can keep safe in where you're staying and they will go somewhere else. Number 4 is don't give out personal information to strangers or, new friends. These people that you meet on your travels, not all of them are always going to be trustworthy. Yes, the majority of them will, but you want to be aware of how much information you're giving out to other people. Keep things, close if you're staying with friends and they're not home, like you saw in the movie. Don't let them know that you are traveling alone all the time. You can let them know that you're meeting up with friends or a family member. So there's different things that you can say that will not give out the information, and you can just avoid the conversation altogether. And lastly, the 5th thing I learned is be aware of who you meet at the airport. Definitely if it's a good-looking person trying to hit you up and find out more information about yourself. Be aware, they're probably looking and scouting. Just keep to yourself, get your ride on your own, get to your accommodations, and then get settled. I hope these tips have given you a little bit more awareness of what you should be looking out for while you're traveling. Keep safe and definitely have an enjoyable time. Don't let this consume all of your thoughts. You just want to be aware of your surroundings, the information that you're giving out to people, and you will have an amazing trip. Now, when you are ready to plan your trip, you want to make sure that you have my free travel checklist to ensure that nothing goes wrong on your trip. I go over the top 10 things that you should be doing before you go on your trip. You can download that in the link below. If you have any questions, please feel free to pop those in the comments below. I would love to answer those for you. If you like what you watched here today, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel or give me a thumbs up. And otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.